Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2022 ski test. Right here we've got the Rossignol BLACKOPS Escaper. Back again for 2022. All Rossignol did to change this ski was give it a different top sheet graphic. So we get this nice gray color for 2022. I really like this color, a little bit more neutral than the previous version of this ski. A little easier to match with bindings and stuff like that, even though that's kind of superficial stuff to be worried about. But just a very versatile all-mountain ski, pretty lightweight. It's actually now in Rossignol's free touring collection in the BLACKOPS line. So kind of a nod to the idea that you could use it as an alpine touring ski, but certainly perfectly capable within the resort as well. In fact, I would probably go as far as saying that this is one of Rossignol's most versatile skis. The Experience line for 2022, the widest ski in that line is now 86, down from 92, where the width of this ski ranges from 92 to 95, depending on length. So really nice width for all mountain ski, that kind of low to mid 90 range. It's something you can use for a lot of different snow conditions, a lot of different terrain, etc., etc., etc. Let's talk about construction and shape. Pretty cool, a lot of technology in this ski. Lightweight Polonia wood core that's enhanced by Rossignol's Diago fiber, so kind of a cross-hatching application of fibers. And then we get damp tech in the tip. We also get air tip, so Rossignol's they've been known for their air tip for a long time. The air tip is smaller now. It's much shorter of the actual ski. Back in the day, or even just a couple of years ago, that air tip in things like the Sky 7 and the Soul 7 was almost like the full tip. So I mentioned damp tech. Damp tech is basically using a sheet of rubber up here in the tip of the ski. Really helps to reduce vibrations without using metal. Metal can be a pretty heavy material for ski construction, makes a ski more demanding, more fatiguing, etc., etc., etc. So just by using a little bit of rubber up here, they're quieting the ski down quite a bit. Let's take a look at shape before we dive into performance of this ski. These kind of BLACKOPS skis, are kind of a departure from the previous freeride skis from Rossignol in the sense that they don't use nearly as much early taper. So skis like the Sky and Soul 7, they had that drastic early taper cut in the tip and in the tail. These have more extended side cut. There is still some taper here, but it's more kind of smooth, straight taper rather than an abrupt cut in. So what that means is you're getting a longer effective edge in pretty much every situation. In terms of rocker camber profile, these skis actually get quite a bit of camber underfoot, pretty snappy, energetic camber too. But then you get a good amount of tip and tail rocker. Tip rocker is a little longer than tail rocker, starts about right here where my hand is. Tail rocker is only, I'd say 20 to 30 centimeters in length. But it is a significant amount of rocker back there when we start talking about performance. And to talk about performance, like I said to start, this is a very versatile ski. On a groomer, with a ski in this width range, with this shape, we expect at least a little bit of groomer performance out of it. And with that camber underfoot and the Diago fiber, they actually hold an edge pretty well, especially considering that they're pretty darn light. Especially noticeable in swing weight when you're skiing them. They feel pretty easy to flick around. Not the strongest ski at speed. There probably is a speed limit to these skis, especially for heavier or more aggressive skiers on really steep terrain. But I think the vast majority of skiers won't reach that limit. And it's still pretty good ski when you're just cruising groomers and making carving turns. The other side of the spectrum is they're a lot of fun to take off trail. Very, very versatile ski. Here on the East Coast, it's a blast to take into the trees. There's enough tail rocker back there that you don't feel locked into a turn. And with the lighter swing weight, they're pretty easy to maneuver and kind of flick around in the bumps and trees. Of course, being in the free touring line, Rossignol's kind of making a suggestion that you could put an alpine touring binding on them. I think a really good application for that would be somebody putting like a Duke PT or a Shift on here using it as kind of a hybrid inbounds resort ski and backcountry touring ski. Probably even maybe the best application for that as a touring ski would be here on the East Coast. A Western skier might want to go with something a little wider. Maybe you're going to an Alpineer, maybe you're going all the way to a Sender, get a little bit more width underfoot. Here on the East, on the other hand, this is a pretty strong touring ski, pretty versatile and pretty capable for different snow conditions and stuff like that. So great ski. I think in general it's just more well-rounded than the skis that it's replacing, like those Sky 7s. A little bit more edge grip, a little bit more groomer performance, more firm snow performance in general, but still pretty maneuverable and capable and fun when you take it off trail. So that's the Rossignol Escaper. Certainly let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.